Hi there and welcome to this Hockey Inside Outro bonus episode. I'm Stu Cowan of the Gazette, joined by my regular partners here, former Canadiens teammates, 1986 Stanley Cup champions, Chris Nyland and Rick Green. Rick, Alex Newhook has 10 goals and 8 assists in 56 games this season. He has only 1 goal in the last 9 games. What role do you see for him on this team moving forward?
Well, I've had a concern for quite a while about him not delivering what we were hoping he would deliver as far as, contributing offensively. I thought he's played a little bit better as of late, playing harder. He's got good speed. My concern is his size and his ability to, when push comes to shove, to get the job done. And when you look at the stats, they're not exactly what you were hoping for. Moving forward, future-wise, I have some concern with him. How much better he can be, how much more he can contribute, and we'll see down the stretch. And I said, a lot of these guys are going to be looked at and analyzed, and try and get a real true reading on what the future holds for some of them.
Yeah, he's got 8 assists now. He had 0 assists for forever, halfway through the season. Knuckles, what concerns you about him?
Listen, like Greeny said, he got speed, he's quick, all those things, but there's more to the game than that. And, it seems like, it depends on the game. All of a sudden you see him, he's skating, he's creating some opportunities, he's getting some good shots on net. Is he able to finish consistently? Yeah. I don't know. Again, he's not the biggest guy. One-on-one battles, is he better off the rush a little bit? I don't. Again, I think they expected maybe more from him at this point, but we'll see. I think he's a complimentary player more than anything.
Yeah, maybe a third liner. I mean, Ricky seems to buzz all over the place, but without almost a purpose. You watch Nick Suzuki, who there's no wasted motion with Nick Suzuki, right? He always just seems to put himself in the right position. Do you see that? Did he sort of maybe needs to slow down a bit? I don't know.
Yeah, I watch him, on cycles, on plays in tight. Doesn't make me go, wow. I mean, he has that ability with his quickness to get into those areas, to give him an opportunity to shoot, but nothing more than that. And, you need more involvement in a number of different ways for a guy like that to have any success, and I don't see it. I don't see it as of late, and I wish I could see more from him.
I mean, he's only 24, Knuckles, but I mean, when Hughes made the trades for him and for Kirby Dach, the idea was to speed up this rebuild, right? Get guys who were ready to play in the NHL right now. If these guys don't pick it up, this rebuild, that's going to take them a step back, right, for both of these guys?
Yeah, and it depends, what they do with a lot of these picks and when they decide to, be buyers, What do we do? Do we package one or both of these guys at some point to get someone? Are they going to be, is that going to give you enough to get a player that's going to make a difference for you? That's the thing. One or both. Going, or one with a defenseman going somewhere to bring in a player like that. The type of player I like, and that's Sam Bennett, guy who's off limits. But those are the type of players this team so desperately needs moving forward. And, I don't see that in Newhook. And Kirby Dach has come on a bit, right? And then he kind of cooled off again a little bit. But, boy, they got to put their minds together, Hughes and Gorton and this, scouting staff, and figure out what they're going to do. They got some work cut out for them.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing sort of why Colorado gave up on Newhook and why Chicago sort of gave up on Dach, right? 2 first-round picks. Sorry, Ricky, you look like you were going to say something there.
No, I was just going to say, without using it as an excuse, this time of year, and next you know it too, there's certain guys that you really feel and sense are not going to be part of the roster come trading deadline. And yeah, you can say, oh, that's not a big deal, but it is a big deal in the dressing room when you think that, first of all, Jake Evans supposedly has said that, it's not going to work out here in Montreal. Is that a distraction? Possibly not. But I think as a group, I think we always like to have the guys that you're going to go to battle with in place, knowing very well that these are the guys that we got. These are the guys that are going to do it. And that's a statement, which is a strong statement. And it speaks loud as far as the overall feel, if you will, in that dressing room.
Rick, I'm curious, when you were assistant coach under Claude Julien, how much say did you guys have with the GM about what moves they might or might not make? Any at all? Or did the GM ask you guys? Or would Marty be going to Kent now and saying, it might not work with these guys?
Yeah, I mean, when you're around it for a while, you get different opinions from different people about certain players. So, ultimately the decision comes down to management when it comes down to deciding what they want to do with guys. There was our 2 cents worth as far as I knew this guy and, this track record, this, that, and the other thing. But ultimately it comes down to, there's so many people in the organization that's following everything that's going on. Those are the ones ultimately that make the decision on whether to move guys, whether they like this guy and whether they don't like this guy. So it's an interesting time, and it's not always a fun time for management at this point.
All right, well, that's it for this Hockey Inside Out Show bonus episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to the Hockey Inside Out YouTube channel. Go to MontrealGazette.com newsletters to sign up for the Hockey Inside Out newsletter. And of course, go to HockeyInsideOut.com where you get all the latest Canadiens news as well as coverage of the Four Nations Face-Off tournament going on this week. If you have a bonus question you'd like us to answer in a future bonus episode, please put it in the comments section below. We always like to hear from you.